On this edition of City Focus, we give you some highlights of the fiscal year 2016-2017 budget. The Valdosta Police and Fire Departments gives us tips on how to have a safe and fun summer. The City of Valdosta and VLPRA invite everyone to celebrate America's independence with the annual fireworks show. The opening reception of the 2016 People's Choice Photo Contest was held, and citizens can now vote on their favorite photos. And we provide you with a look inside the city's vehicle maintenance shop to show you how they keep the city's vehicles running. These stories and more on this edition of City Focus. Hello, I'm Marcus McConico, the Media Coordinator for the City of Valdosta, and welcome to City Focus. Metro 17 and City Focus is your source for information for what's taking place in your city. Let's take a look at the key topics that are happening in the city. After making tough decisions resulting in the reduction of over $3.7 million of department requests, the City of Valdosta fiscal year 2017 budget was approved by the Mayor and Council at their June 9th City Council meeting. Council approved the $89 million budget after over 6 hours of presentations and public hearings. While the cost of doing business and demands for services have not decreased, some of the city's largest sources of revenue have fallen considerably short of their expectations. Both the local option sales tax and the special purpose local option sales tax collections have declined in recent years. Although officials cannot predict the final tax digest, a millage rate increase is expected when the millage rate is set in August, following the approval of the tax digest. Valdosta will still continue to have one of the lowest millage rates among peer cities in the state. The city has actually lowered the millage rate 11 times in the past 20 years. This year's budget includes funding for a compensation plan recently approved by the Valdosta City Council. The plan identifies city positions whose salaries are below peer and market governments and outlines a new salary scale that impacts many employees. The plan will be implemented in September 2016. The approved budget may be viewed by citizens from the city's website at valdostacity.com/budgeting. The Valdosta Fire Department is seeking the right people for promotions and even others to join their team. The process to be invited can be a rigorous one.
What we had going on was our assessment process for a special operations captain position. One thing that we have changed in the Valdosta Fire Department is that all of our promotional positions, we actually put all of our candidates through a rigorous assessment process, anywhere from a firefighter all the way up to assistant chief. We're looking for the best fit for our organization. We're looking for someone that can actually do the job. Sometimes you can have certifications to say that you can do it, but until you actually assess them and evaluate them, you don't know if they're capable of doing the job itself. So that's why we put them through a rigorous assessment process, because we're trying to find the best fit for our organization.
Yes, the Valdosta Fire Department isn't the only area of career opportunities at the City of Valdosta. The website is a great resource to locate positions you may be interested in.
So there are a lot of great opportunities to work with the city, and the city is really trying to do their part of making sure that we retain and recruit high quality employees.
The City of Valdosta is a wonderful place to work, and I would like to ask everyone to apply to jobs if they are qualified. They can also come into Human Resources if they need more one-on-one care. And our personnel here will actually assist them in completing the job applications. Sometimes they have a lot more questions than they can get answered on the website, and they just need a little more attention. So we provide that to them.
The variety of positions that you can apply for can be a surprise to some of those that don't fully understand all the needs of local government.
So it's just a variety of things, a variety of jobs that are available. Within utilities, we have GIS specialists, utilities department within the wastewater and water departments. Within our public works departments, we have specialized jobs such as, our superintendents, which is our management positions, our foremen. In the police department, you can have from a police officer to, a captain, lieutenant.
For more information on jobs with the city, visit our website and click on the Apply for a Jobs link. The 4th of July is nearly here, and the City of Valdosta and VLPRA invites everyone to attend the annual fireworks show. Like in the past, this year's fireworks show can be seen from the mall side of exit 16 and 18. This year's show will be one of the biggest ever and is a safe, fun environment for the entire family. The show is set to begin just after dark on Monday, July 4th.
Since the laws changed, obviously Georgians do have access to fireworks in maybe a way that they didn't have before, and those can be fun, but as your fire officials will tell you, those can also be dangerous. It's not worth taking a chance. If you want to see a big show with professional fireworks, this is what you need to be going to see. It's free for the community to watch. We always put it on July 4th, so it will be on the 4th as it was last year. It will happen about 9:15, 9:30. We like to say nightfall because you never quite know when it's dark enough to shoot off fireworks. So once it's dark enough, that's when we'll begin. I will be posting updates about the fireworks on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/VLPRA.
For more information, visit VLPRA.com or like their Facebook page at facebook.com/VLPRA. This week, Metro 17 sat down with the Valdosta Fire Department, the Valdosta Police Department, and a local lifeguard to give our viewers some safety tips for the summer.
We try to tell the people of Valdosta to always be aware of what you're doing. I mean, a lot of times when you are cooking or preparing food, make sure you have the time to stand by, to be available there. Even if you may get away for just a few minutes or even a few seconds, you never know what could happen. So we want you to be prepared and be able to stand over and prepare your food, and so there won't be any fires or any safety incidents. Fireworks is a large cause of outdoor fires in Georgia, especially in Georgia. So what we say, the biggest thing is if you want to see a fireworks show, we tell you to leave it to the professionals. We try to tell you that fireworks, yes, are legal, but they also are dangerous. So we like you to see a real show, so leave it to the hands of the professionals.
If during the summer you decide to go on vacation, please do not publicize this on any Instagram, Facebook, or anything to that nature. There are a lot of crimes occurring because parents will put going to the beach this Sunday, going to whatever, auntie's house, going to be gone for 3 days, and they will let people know when they're gone. Do not put this information, anything out that you're going to be away from your home. Also, if you're getting newspaper delivered, you can have your paper stopped and have a neighbor pick up your mail. Keep windows and doors locked, curtains closed, even your bathroom windows, because the smallest opportunity you'll give a criminal, they'll take advantage of it.
If you have kids at home this summer and you have an in-ground pool, always keep your door locked. Make sure you have a gate around it, because anytime a kid can be hot and the parent could not be home but they want to go swimming, always keep the gate locked, always keep the door locked. That's the #1 safety rule.
Metro 17 wishes you a safe and fun summer. I love you.
Can we get strawberries? Okay.
The vehicle maintenance shop in the Public Works Department is responsible for the upkeep of 900 pieces of equipment belonging to each of the city's departments. Without their help, it would be difficult for many departments to complete their jobs.
Police vehicles, you have engineering vehicles, you have utilities vehicles, public works vehicles, on and off the road. You have tractors, mowers, sanitation vehicles.
Around 700 work orders for regular maintenance are completed within a month, and there are 2 major breakdowns a year.
It is a fraction of what it would cost the city to maintain all these vehicles. And also, if we didn't have our own maintenance center, the city would have to have nearly double the vehicles because we don't have to compete with the public, whereas other shops have to compete.
In 2014, 4,000 square feet was added to the maintenance center to adapt to the workload of the expanding city. The department has a scheduled maintenance for all vehicles, and it takes an average of 30 minutes on small vehicles and about 2 hours on larger vehicles.
Service our vehicles, we don't service any other people's vehicles. So for example, if you take your car to a dealership, you're going to wait. You may not get your car back for a week because they have a workload of everybody else's cars that could be coming from other counties. You just don't know.
The maintenance shop makes sure that the city vehicles are in ready and working order while saving the city money.
Without the maintenance center maintaining these vehicles, other departments wouldn't be able to do their services. So each and every department rely on the maintenance center for the vehicles, of which the public relies on those departments to complete their services.
It takes a lot to keep the city running. The Housing Authority is responsible for administering and managing the public housing in the city of Valdosta.
The Housing Authority is the entity of the city that administers the public housing program for the city of Valdosta. So we own and manage all of the public housing here in the city.
The properties are overseen by Housing and Urban Development on the federal level, but there is a local board. Each member of the local board is selected by the mayor and are responsible for the programming of the Housing Authority in the city.
Well, the Housing Authority board is really unique because it is the only board in the city that the mayor has the sole appointment power for each board member. And that's different from any other board in the city. But this board is responsible for the administration, oversight, policy making for the Housing Authority. The Housing Authority operates under the umbrella of HUD. We receive federal funding, and a lot of the decisions are made at the federal level.
There is a community center which provides activities and programs for all residents to partake in.
We do more than house people. We have community centers where we have active programs for our kids, for the adults, for the seniors, to where we're encouraging employment. We're doing job training, working with the kids every afternoon with after-school program, tutorials, that type thing. So we're a little bit more broad spectrum than just providing housing, but that's all part of our umbrella.
The community encourages residents to pursue housing outside of the authority in order to make room for others.
A testament to that is that we turn about 1/3 of our units every year. We turn them over. So we have a good many people who do move in. They kind of get on their feet, and then they're able to move out, whether they stay here locally or they go to another town. But they're able to kind of get their feet under them, get stabilized, and they go find somewhere else where they're able to pay market rent. And that's how the system's supposed to work.
A lot of hardworking families live in the Housing Authority and pay rent based on each individual family's income. The rent is adjustable and can be altered if needed.
Probably one of the biggest misconceptions is that people live here free. And we receive 30% of people's income as rent, and that's a national standard.
The Housing Authority serves an important purpose by providing a safe community, specifically for those families who may have limited income. The City of Valdosta has once again collaborated with the Annette Howell Turner Center for the Arts to host the 8th Annual People's Choice Photo Contest. Residents were given the opportunity to enter images they captured within the Valdosta city limits. Citizens are encouraged to vote for their favorite photographs in the categories of planes and trains, paws and claws, trees and bees, faces and places, and sights and lights. Votes will determine the first place winner and honorable mention in each category, as well as the overall Best in Show award for both adult and youth participants. Voting began on Monday, June 13th and will remain open until July 13th. Residents can place their votes at the Arts Center during their hours. Tuesday through Thursday, 10 to 6, and Friday and Saturday, 10 to 4. The winners will be announced at a reception on Monday, July 18th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. The public is invited to attend. For more information, contact the Arts Center at 229-247-2787.
Attention to all local artists. The City of Valdosta is looking for your help. The city will be making pieces of art out of garbage dumpsters in the downtown area, and we want you to submit your concepts. The deadline to submit is August 31st, and painting will take place on September 17th. Check our Facebook page, Valdosta City Without Limits, or call public information at 229-259-3548 to see how you can be involved.
The Georgia Department of Transportation is working on a project here in Valdosta that will provide major improvements to our roadways. Residents may notice the orange pipes behind the curb and sidewalk, which will not be visible after the completion of the project. The new improvements include new crosswalks, countdown signals, and wheelchair ramps, while bringing the intersections up to current design standards. The installation of an intersection video system to improve traffic flow. The new signals will look like the intersection of Patterson and Woodrow Wilson Drive near the hospital. The changes will be made in the 5 Points area and various intersections on Ashley and Patterson Street. The project is scheduled to be completed early next year. For more information, contact the Georgia Department of Transportation's Communications Officer, Nita Birmingham, at 229-391-5463.
The Valdosta-Lowndes County Metropolitan Planning Organization is hosting a public transit open house on June 28th at the Lowndes County Judicial Administrative Complex from noon to 7. The open house is designed to give the community a chance to review findings in a public transit study on how a public transit system could be implemented in our community.
This will be the first chance that the public will have to view the recommendations from the consultants. We were providing this lengthy period of time for people to see these studies and see the recommendations based on our survey that we completed, stakeholder and community input, ultimately to inform our elected officials about how we want to move forward with public transit in the future in the Valdosta urbanized area.
The pilot shuttle program that the NPO began last year has also been extended until the end of September. For more information, contact the Southern Georgia Regional Commission at 229-333-5277. The City of Valdosta will soon cut the ribbon on the new wastewater treatment plant. The city has invested $60 million on sewer improvements between the new wastewater treatment plant and the force main project. The city will showcase the plant that will more than double the capacity of the old plant while providing better service to our citizens. Both projects will solve the majority of the sewer issues that the city has experienced over the last couple of years. Everyone is invited to tour the facilities after the ribbon cutting ceremony on July 12th.
The Stormwater Division has a stormwater tip for the month of July. Hurricane season officially began on the 1st of June. Homeowners can protect their homes by preparing before the storm and by performing periodic maintenance to make sure that stormwater is able to flow into the stormwater system. Residents should be sure to keep debris out of the storm drains and ditches, report clogged ditches and culverts, clean out gutters and extending downspouts, and remove all debris from obstructing storm drains, and remember, only rain goes down the storm drain. For more information, contact the Stormwater Division at 229-259-3530.
Mayor John Gale and Police Chief Brian Childress honored Valdosta Police Department Lieutenant Brent Johnson as the June 2016 Employee of the Month at the June 9th City Council meeting. In January, Lieutenant Johnson was dispatched to the overpass on South Patterson Street in reference to a person sitting on the edge of the bridge. Lieutenant Johnson used his knowledge and experience in dealing with mentally ill and distraught persons, and within minutes, he was able to talk the citizen into coming off the bridge to safety. EMS arrived soon after to transport the citizen to South Georgia Medical Center to be evaluated. Metro 17 would like to thank Lieutenant Brent Johnson for his service to our community.
A full life, measured in seats, starts with the right ones early on. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Learn how to prevent deaths and injuries by using the right car seat for your child's age and size.
Now let's take a look at what's taking place in the city in the coming weeks. June 20th, Greater Lowndes Planning Commission work session, 5:30 at the South Health District Administrative Office. June 20th, KLVB Board Meeting, 5:30 in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. June 23rd, City Council Meeting, 5:30 in Council Chambers. Everyone is invited. June 25th, Downtown Valdosta Farm Days around historic Lowndes County Courthouse, beginning at 9 a.m. July 1st, First Friday in downtown Valdosta. Enjoy shopping and dining beginning at 5:30. July 4th, Happy 4th of July. Celebrate America's independence with South Georgia's largest free fireworks show presented by VLPRA. July 5th, City Council Work Session, 5:30 in Council Chambers. July 7th, City Council Meeting, 5:30 in Council Chambers. Everyone is invited. July 9th, Downtown Valdosta Farm Days around historic Lowndes County Courthouse beginning at 9 a.m. July 11th, Historic Preservation Commission Meeting, 5:30 in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. July 12th, Mayor's Council for Persons with Disabilities meeting. For more information, contact Sandra Hampton at shampton@gwisr.org. July 12th, Valdosta Lowndes County Zoning Board of Appeals meeting, 2:30 in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. July 12th, Central Valdosta Development Authority meeting, 5 o'clock in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. July 12th, the city cuts the ribbon on the new wastewater treatment plant on Worthington Lane. Come join us at 8 a.m. to celebrate the city's investment in your sewer improvements. July 13th, voting ends for the 2016 Valdosta People's Choice Photo Contest. July 14th, Fair Housing Committee, 5:30 in the City Hall Annex Multipurpose Room. To stay informed of what's happening in the city, sign up for the weekly e-news blast at valdostacity.com/public-information or call Public Information Officer Samantha Matthews at 229-259-3548. This is the 8th year the city has held Valdosta's People's Choice Photo Contest. Each year, the Annette Howell Turner Center for the Arts plays host to the contest. We are fortunate to have a great partnership with the center, who provides art events and opportunities to citizens throughout our community. If you haven't had a chance to visit the Arts Center, we invite you to come and check out some great art pieces and vote on your favorite photos while you're there. This concludes another edition of City Focus. Be sure to visit our new website at valdostacity.com. Like us on Facebook, Valdosta City Without Limits. Also like our Valdosta Youth Council page. Follow us on Twitter at City of Valdosta, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Metro 17 Valdosta, to watch City Focus on demand. Thanks for watching. We'll see you here next time on City Focus.